How's it going, everybody? My name is Release Radar, and in today's video, we're going to be doing something a little different. I was walking my dog around my apartment complex earlier and found this. Now, there's no power supply, and I don't even know if it works, but in this video, we're going to try to fix it up, get it working, and then sell it on Facebook Marketplace. So, let's get into it. So there are a couple things that I need to do before I can even start working on this project. So one of which is buy a power supply. I just ordered one on Amazon. It cost me about 25 bucks. I don't really want to spend any more than that $25 because the Xbox One on Facebook Marketplace, which is where I usually sell technology that I don't use anymore. I just sold a computer there the other day for about 900 bucks. Facebook Marketplace, Xbox One average sale cost for my area is about $100 to $150, depending on what accessories and games you have and whatnot. Now, the good news is the Xbox One is backwards compatible with a lot of Xbox 360 game discs, and I actually have some of those lying around. So I'm going to include some of those in the bundle that I'm going to sell this with. And also, the Xbox One is compatible with Xbox Series X controllers, and I actually have 3 of these lying around. So I'm going to be pairing one of the black Xbox Series X controllers with the Xbox One with some Xbox 360 games. It's going to be weird, but it probably will sell for over $100 on Facebook Marketplace, which is my goal. Now, we've already sunk $25 into this project, so I'm going to sell right now for $125 so we can make that 25 bucks back and come out with a clean 100. So let's go ahead and take this thing apart, get it cleaned up, and see if we can get it working when the power supply arrives. So I've gone ahead and taken the Xbox out into my kitchen area. I have a little portable monitor right here that I'm going to use to test it out when the power supply arrives. The power supply still isn't here yet, but I'm actually going to go ahead and start cleaning it because if you can't tell, it's pretty dirty. And it's just always nice if you're selling something on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist or eBay or whatever. If you're reselling technology, clean it up before you take pictures of it to post online, and then also clean it up before you sell it, because it just, I don't know, it makes the presentation look a lot better and it makes it look like it's worth a little bit more money if it's clean. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing cleaned up. So I have this little portable air duster that I bought to like clean out computers and technology and stuff. My dog absolutely loves it. She hates this thing, but I'm gonna go ahead and just air it out. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's definitely dust coming out of the console, so I'm gonna just keep airing this out because this is actually kind of gross. All right, I want to give you guys a quick update on the cleaning process. You can see I've stopped about like right here. If you just look at it, you can see where I've cleaned and where I haven't cleaned. And what I'm doing is I'm using this screen cleaner stuff and dipping a Q-tip in, going over some of the individual lines. It's taking quite a long time, but I'm listening to my lectures while doing this, so I'm kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone, cleaning the console and still studying for my upcoming exam. I've already used quite a few Q-tips, but I want to be efficient with the clean, so when the cleaning's done, the cleaning's done. So I'm just going to keep doing this. So I'm watching a tutorial on how to take the Xbox One apart, and look at this. This is just one of several intake/exhaust fan things, and that's disgusting. So I think the problem with this console might have been overheating. So I'm gonna take the time to clean this out. I might have to do this outside because that's gross. So I finally got the thing open. Those clips at the back were a pain, and then this is the first time I've ever detached a ribbon cable. So I was extremely careful not to break anything. But look at this. It almost looks like it was burnt on the inside. I have absolutely no idea what that stuff is. I'm not gonna touch it, but I'm gonna have to go over this with some cleaning supplies and just clean that up. And then this is also pretty freaking dirty. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but yeah, this is gonna need some serious cleaning. So at the point I'm at now with the project, I'm gonna have to put it on pause. I have to take my exam, get some more studying done for that. I've taken it apart, I've cleaned it. I still don't have the power supply, so I still don't even know if this thing works. But if it does, my goal is still to try to sell it. However, if I can't get it to work, I'm obviously not gonna sell a broken console because that's kind of a dick move. But what I am going to do is just completely gut it if the system's not working. And I'm actually going to build a computer inside of the Xbox case if the Xbox doesn't work. So stay tuned for that. You'll know by the end of the video whether or not that becomes a reality. As of right now, I have no idea. But I need to take my exam, so I'll see you guys when the power supply arrives. Y'all see that? It's working. First try. I just plugged it in, turned it on. I forgot to hit record on my phone. But we are in. And it looks like some people are still signed in. They didn't sign out of their stuff. So I'm gonna sign them out. This was, next to the dumpster, so I'm going to just assume it was trash. I might try to reach out to this person right here to see if it's something that was stolen, try to get in contact with them, because if this was stolen, I don't want to sell it if it actually belongs to somebody. But the fan seems to be spinning just fine. Everything worked, so I don't really know why this was in the garbage. They threw away a perfectly good Xbox, but I'm gonna try to get that figured out, and I'm gonna eat some lunch, take my exam, and then get back to work on this. So I will see you guys in a bit. All right, guys, so I finally took my exam. I kept putting it off, and I actually cut myself while disassembling the Xbox, so that's what that right there is. I had a Band-Aid on it earlier. But as you can tell, I got the console fully reassembled. Everything works. The disk drive works, the power button works, the eject button works, the controller sync button works. So everything's working. So I'm actually gonna put this over and plug it into my TV over there in the living room so I can sit next to the dog and stress test it by playing a modern game for about an hour to 2 hours. So I think I'm gonna play some Forza Horizon 5. Now this is an original Xbox One from 2013, I think. So it's not gonna be super powerful, but I have a buyer who's interested in it, and I just want to ensure that it's working properly before I sell it. So I'm gonna get signed into everything. I'm gonna play a game, and I'm just gonna see if it can handle 2 hours or so of Forza without crashing or anything. So let's do that. So as we can see here, if I can get the brightness to adjust, network's working just fine. Installing Forza Horizon 5. The wireless is working just fine with this controller not even plugged into the console. So I don't really have many things to test other than just stress testing the console and running a game, which we're installing right now. So I never had an Xbox One. This took 2.5 hours to install. I do not miss hard drives, man. Especially old 2013 era hard drives, like the hard drive in this console probably is. This took so long. Why is it still downloading? It is 100% done. There we go. All right, let's get this booted up. This is gonna be the first game I play on this. When I found it, it was already, people were already signed in to the Xbox, and they had Ark, Modern Warfare 2, and Battlefield 2042 installed, but I didn't play any of their games because that would just be weird. So this is off my account. This is my Game Pass. So let's check out some Forza Horizon 5. All right, and here we are in Forza Horizon 5 on this free Xbox download. This is why you don't text and drive. I crashed into the first car. But yeah, no, it's running very smoothly. I believe it's 30 FPS in 1080 because this is just an Xbox One. It's not the Xbox One X or Xbox Series anything. So it's nothing too crazy, but look at this, it's running. I always forget right bumper is the button to change camera perspectives. I think that's really weird for this game, but it's working well. I've had it running for about 30 to 45 minutes, just kind of casually driving around, hanging out with the Toby here, and it's working really well. So this is the only game I installed, and as I said earlier, it took forever to install it because the install speeds on this thing are just stupid slow. But I've come to the conclusion that everything's working just fine. So, I mean, I just literally found this next to the dumpster at my apartment today. This is not how I expected my day to go at all. I bought a power supply off Amazon for 25 bucks, and my goal is to sell it for 150. So I will let you guys know in a pinned comment or in the description down below if I'm able to sell it. I will not be doing the Xbox PC build with this Xbox because I don't want to scrap a working Xbox. But the Xbox PC build has been something I've been wanting to do for quite a while. So let me know down below if that's something that you guys want to see from me. But this was a very different kind of video. It was kind of short and to the point. I'm a one-man operation, so when it came to cleaning, I didn't really have anybody to film cleaning or anybody to film me cleaning. So you're just going to see those little chunks of updates that I put. But yeah, I still can't believe I found a free Xbox. My first time ever taking an Xbox One apart. This is the first Xbox One I've personally ever really used anyway. I never bought an Xbox One. The transition from 360 to Xbox One is when I got into PC gaming. But it's all working. Honestly, I'm really surprised that this Xbox worked. It was basically found in the trash. And I'm just going to say right here, if you have tech that you know works, don't just toss it. Maybe you should keep it just in case the worst case scenario happens and your current hardware fails, or sell it. Or even better yet, donate it to Goodwill or something, It's better to pass the technology on to somebody new than to just throw it away. because if you're throwing it away, nobody will probably ever be able to use that perfectly functional piece of tech ever again. So whenever I have an old console or an old piece of computer hardware or an old accessory or whatever else that I don't use anymore, I always try to sell it on Facebook Marketplace because I don't need it, but somebody else might want it, right? And they might just not want to pay or can't afford to pay MSRP for the device. So why should I just keep it, or why should I just throw it away, right? It doesn't make sense to me. So if you have tech kicking around that you don't use anymore, you should definitely throw it up on Facebook Marketplace. And by the way, I've made on Facebook Marketplace well over $100,000 selling stuff. Now, I personally didn't get to pocket all of that money. A family friend had a recording studio that I helped sell. Now, I got to keep 10% of that, but that's besides the point. My point here is I have a lot of experience selling stuff on Facebook Marketplace, Reverb, eBay, whatever else. So if you guys want to see a video from me explaining the do's and don'ts of buying and selling like computer hardware on eBay or Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist, let me know. That would be a fun video to make because I actually have quite a bit of experience with that. But with all this out of the way, I found an Xbox basically in the trash and it worked. So I have absolutely no idea why they threw this thing away. Maybe it was thermals because it was pretty dirty. I cleaned it out. First time I powered it on, it worked. First disc I put in there, it worked. The disc ejected just fine. The Bluetooth for the controller works just fine. The Wi-Fi works fine. There was no bent ports. Everything works fine. I'm tripping over my words here. So I don't understand why they threw this thing away. It seems like everything was working fine. So if you have something that you don't use anymore, sell it or donate it, because there's no reason to just keep that technology kicking around collecting dust unless, it's something nostalgic for you. Like me, I have an Xbox 360. I very much could donate it. It's not worth that much in resale value, but the Xbox 360 is pretty nostalgic to me. It was my first actual gaming console, so I'm going to stick with that thing until it eventually craps the bed and dies. And whenever that happens, I'm going to build a PC inside of the case because I think that would just be fun. Rant here at the end of the video aside, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate all the support. I can't believe I'm at over 3,000 subscribers. If you don't know this about me, I've been posting videos on YouTube since I was 13. I'm 23, and I never had over like 300 subs on any channel ever. So honestly, from the bottom of my heart, thank y'all for all the support. I have some cool projects in the works. I'm just a one-man operation. I'm in college, and I'm a full-time student. So there's only so much I can do. I'm going to try to keep the uploads consistent as much as I can. But thank you so much for watching. Like and favorite if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe for more content. My name is Release Radar, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.